Hello, I'm Richard Vobes, the Bald Explorer, out on another walk, and I'm up on the South Downs between Worthing in West Sussex and the small town of Storrington just to the north of here. For reasons too technical to explain, the first part of this video you won't see me because the microphone didn't record the audio properly. That's probably a bonus. I'm out on this beautiful October day to search for the rusted remains of an old World War II tank as used by the Canadians during military training. I'd been to it before, but that was about 10 years ago. Trouble is, I'm relying on my memory to find it. Never mind, it's a lovely day and the scenery is beautiful. I've come to another signpost and I'm just trying to remember. I have a feeling that the tank that I'm looking for is this way. I may be wrong, and actually it may be much further that way. As I say, it's been a long time since I ventured this way before, but I seem to think that you got to Chantry Lane, and then you went west, and then it was basically the first footpath south after about a quarter mile or so, and then there's this sort of triangular bit of trees and shrubbery, and I believe that's where the tank is hidden. So I may have got this completely wrong, and this may be an abortive film and I may have to come back, do it another time, or go wandering over the downs. I didn't bring, which was rather stupid, an Ordnance Survey map with me. The hills that you see here, these South Down hills, during the Second World War, a lot of Canadian troops were stationed in this area, and they were doing manoeuvres, practicing for various operations overseas, I think from 1941 onwards, and they had various tanks. Of course, military technology was, because of war, was going on in leaps and bounds, and there was a Churchill Mark II tank that was being utilised by one of the Canadian tank groups or people, and it became a bit obsolete. So I think the particular tank I'm looking for actually ran into mechanical problems, and as a result it wasn't taken on an invasion to Dieppe, I believe. So it got left behind, and then other tanks of a higher class used it as practice, and I'm hoping that we should, if we find it, there will be the bullet holes inside. It may be that I can't find it. And if so, I'm going to look a fool. So another sign and another bit of path, and this is vaguely familiar now, so I think it's down here somewhere. I think it's pretty obvious when you come across it. As I say, it's been a while since I saw it, so we'll just go down here a little further. It's luckily it's not too muddy or anything like that. This is the time of year when it is advisable to be wearing stout walking boots when you come out for this sort of thing, because you get rain one day, of course, and damp weather, and then you get a beautiful day like today, but not enough to dry everything out. Aha! Here it is. Here is the tank on the downs. Is that incredible? Now, I should say, of course, the roof or the turret bit and the gun, that's all missing, and what you see is really the workings of the base. You haven't got the caterpillar tracks or any of that, but you have got the sort of big piece of metal. Gives you a vague idea of the size as well. But I mean, it's so nice to see it again after all this time. And I believe what happened is they used it for target practice, and you can still see all the bullet holes and all of that. And then at the end of the war, I understand that they rolled the thing into a bomb crater upside down, and then buried it there. It stayed for about 50 years, I think, until I think in 1993 it was extracted from that bomb crater. Bits of it were taken to, is it Bovington Tank Museum, and the top bit and the gun to help restore another tank there, and then this bit was left. I don't know whether it's just too physically difficult to pick up, or whether it was just left as a memento of what went on during the Second World War. Now it's at the edge of a field near a public bridleway or a footpath, so that people like me, and hopefully people like you, can come along and have a look at it. And of course it looks greatly diminished because of no top turret and the gun and stuff, but also I think it would probably be just a little bit higher. When it would have its caterpillar tracks on it, it probably would have lifted it up just a little bit more. So it would have been a pretty nasty and imposing thing if you were a Jerry being shot at by one of those. And of course the technology only got better and better. So I'm thrilled. Anyway, there it is. If you've enjoyed my video, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out all the videos on YouTube that I've been producing recently. I hope you'll find them interesting. If you care to support me on Patreon or by PayPal, that would be fantastic. And I'll see you on the next one. Until then, goodbye. Bye-bye, tank.